from where the news comes first. This is News Channel 2 at 11.
Tonight, a live look at the radar. Winter weather will impact overnight driving conditions. Also developing tonight, one man is dead of multiple gunshot wounds in a West Utica shooting and an Albany police officer being questioned.
We have teams out there searching high and low. We put it on statewide bulletins.
And police are searching for the body of a missing 90-year-old woman. The DA's office confirming a third homicide tonight. Good evening at 11 o'clock. I'm Don Shipman. We're beginning with that breaking news. The Oneida County DA's office is confirming to News Channel 2 that their office is now officially investigating 3 homicides. The one on Lincoln Ave in West Utica and now 2 on Tilden Ave in East Utica. Now also tonight we have new video that police confirm is part of their investigation, and we do have a warning here because some people may consider this video to be graphic. The video is circulating on social media with hundreds of shares. Police confirmed to me tonight that it is and was taken from a business near the Tilden Ave home where one person was found dead. And now tonight, while UPD isn't confirming a second homicide in this case just yet, the DA, Scott McNamara, confirming to me that his office is in fact confirming a third homicide. That third victim, 90-year-old Catherine Aubain, the suspect's grandmother. Utica police are not releasing the suspect's name at this point. They tell me that they're still actively searching for Aubain, but they won't confirm her death. The DA says Utica police are actively searching for her body. The suspect is also accused of killing Aubain's landlord, an 87-year-old woman. Police say that her body was mutilated, and there was evidence of the crime located about a half-mile away on Albany Street. Her identity not being released at this point. Neighbors say she used to be a dog groomer.
She told me the upstairs was empty. She said she rented it out so she won't be alone. And the last time I saw her, it was when it snowed. Wednesday it was snowing. She was blowing the snow on the sidewalk.
So again, we're following breaking news this evening. The DA confirming to News Channel 2 that the grandmother is presumed dead and his office is investigating Catherine Aubain's death as a homicide. At this hour, he says that authorities are actively searching for her body. We expect new information by the hour during the overnight hours. And once we do get new details, we'll be posting that information to WKTV.com. And of course, full coverage on News Channel 2 at sunrise, which begins at 5 in the morning. Also developing, this one on the west side, this one involving an off-duty Albany police officer. 35-year-old Chattel Hooks of Syracuse suffering multiple gunshot wounds, and tonight Officer Christopher Kiddo is charged with patronizing a prostitute. And at this stage in the investigation, Utica police calling the shooting a justifiable homicide, saying that Hooks pulled a knife on Kiddo in an attempt to rob him of $3,000 in cash.
About 5 a.m., Utica police units were dispatched to 1303 Lincoln Ave regarding a shots fired investigation. Upon arrival, they located a male who was quickly transported to St. Elizabeth's Hospital, at which time he was declared deceased upon his arrival. We can say and determine that that investigation is a homicide investigation, and we're actively investigating it.
So Officer Kiddo is now on administrative leave from the Albany Police Department. In Oneonta, the case of the man accused of setting fire to a house on Walling Avenue is moving to a grand jury. Police are also looking at the suspect's brother as a person of interest in this case. John Heller was killed on December 29th in that fire, and Terrence Truitt right here is charged with arson. A state fire investigator testified that the fire started outside a second-floor apartment at the bottom of the stairs leading to the third floor. Truitt is being held without bail tonight. In court today, authorities said that Truitt's brother, Gabriel, is a person of interest in the case, saying that they're exhausting all leads. An indictment on Terrence Truitt could come down in the next 45 days. State police have seized the license plates of nearly 60 unauthorized limos after an October crash in Schoharie County. 20 people were killed in that crash. State police are not saying which companies had plates pulled. The Schoharie crash is being investigated by the NTSB. The owner of the limousine company has pleaded not guilty to criminally negligent homicide. We're getting a first look at your forecast tonight. The other big story of the night is the fact that we have a wintry mix right now, which is causing some rough road conditions.
Yeah, Don, the roads are going to be very slippery tonight, especially over the next few hours. We have sleet that's taking place across a good portion of the area, a winter weather advisory in effect for all of our counties. So look at the radar. It is showing blue that would normally indicate snow, but our ground reports are indicating this is sleet. And we also can kind of see that too on the radar. We're getting something called bright banding, where we've got some really dark blue showing up there, but that's not falling as heavy as what the radar is showing. Bottom line is road conditions are going to be slippery for the next several hours. Eventually, this is going to turn over to plain rain. We can see that taking place to the west, but that's not until Buffalo. So it's going to be a while before we see this changeover take place. And we're also stuck well below freezing. It's still 24 degrees in Utica. Our weather headlines: snow turning over to mostly a wintry mix tonight. And again, we're looking at conditions that will improve on Tuesday. Temperatures climb above freezing. And we're also going to be talking about the winds heading into tonight. So again, over the next few hours, roadways are going to be very slippery. We'll let you know when things improve, and we'll look at the 7-day forecast, and that's coming up. Don, back to you.
Okay, WKTV.com for weather anytime. Go to the weather section if you're on your laptop or desktop. And on this section of the page, you can find the hourly forecast and the weather blog. But actually right now on the front page, you can click right into weather and detailed information on what you can expect for overnight and into the early morning hours. This is also available on the News Channel 2 weather app. You can download that in the Apple App Store or Google Play. And whenever we have closings and cancellations, we make sure we post that to the website and to the app. Continuing coverage now on that fire at a farm in Trenton. The owners of the second-generation dairy farm are speaking out about what they've been going through over the past day and a half or so. News Channel 2's Rachel Murphy spoke with the owners and the fire chief and has more on this.
Firefighters are still trying to contain a smoldering fire on Whitaker Road in Trenton that killed nearly 200 cows.
Passerbys noticed it. Employees that lived up the road tried gaining entry. So due to the well advancement of the fire, we were not able to gain access and get any of the animals out.
The second-generation dairy farm has been here for more than 50 years.
The help that we have is devastated because, of course, they, take care of them every day.
They work so hard every day.
They work so hard every day.
The owners of the farm tell me that even though this is one of the most difficult times for their family, the community support has been overwhelming.
Within a half hour, the streets, were lined up with vehicles, and people just brought food and offered to help with manual labor.
These firemen, they're volunteer, and they were here for 6-7 hours, just nonstop. It's unbelievable, the work that they've done.
How is your husband doing? How are you guys doing?
He's not doing very well right now because he's lost and overwhelmed, and he's not sure what he is going to do or what we'll be able to do, emotionally, financially.
And despite all of this loss, they say they're grateful for the helpers.
Thank you to everyone.
Thank you to everyone in the community for the overwhelming support that they've given us over the past 24 hours. And the volunteer firemen, can never thank them enough. I don't even know half the people that were here to thank. So other than that, thank you to everybody.
Reporting in Trenton, Rachel Murphy, News Channel 2.
And the State Office of Fire Prevention and Control determined that the fire was caused because of electrical malfunctions inside the barn. Applications for the City of Rome's Business Assistance Fund are now available, and the fund is part of the $10 million Downtown Revitalization Initiative that was awarded to Rome by the Governor's Office of the state of New York. Now tonight, a handful of Rome business owners met with Rome City Hall in the council chambers to learn more about the application process, and they received informational packets and were able to ask questions of city officials. The funds can be used for building renovations and facade improvements, also signage, as well as handicap accessibility improvements. However, businesses must be located in the Downtown Revitalization Initiative zone that was predetermined by the state to qualify.
The big part of this fund is that we want businesses to be able to improve one another. So if a business makes an improvement, it'll get more people downtown, it'll get more people to the Capitol, seeing shows and going to all the different businesses that are in downtown to really build one another up.
And it should be noted that these are reimbursement funds. The business must have the money for these projects ahead of time, and then the city will reimburse them if they qualify. The deadline is for application or applying is February 15th, and you can check out all the information on this at WKTV.com. Coming up here tonight on News Channel 2 at 11, the government shutdown drags into a third week as the material for the proposed border wall may change the situation. Also tonight, the Consumer Electronics Show showcasing something for everyone, but this year a hard focus on privacy. Bill.
Rain at the bus stop tomorrow morning. Temperatures will be in the mid-30s. By the evening, we're looking at more rain showers with high temperatures in the upper 30s. A look at your forecast is coming up.
You're watching News Channel 2 at 11 with Don Shipman, weather with Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis, and sports with Spencer Davidson. News Channel 2, where the news comes first.